think of any place outside of heaven that I'd like to spend 300 wins with you people. Well, we were playing really good. I don't have too much voice left, but we were playing really good defense. And we just gave up the three, and that can be a killer sometimes because, as you all know, you can shoot 33% as good as 50. So even though we were playing good defense, it was 18-3 from the three-point line. In the second half, the difference in the game was we shut down the three-point line, thus we shoot 54%, they shoot 29%. So our bench, believe it or not, our second unit guys, twice in the game gave us tremendous momentum for a victory, and they're real proud of our guys. Because right now it doesn't matter who we have in the game, they're all playing really well.
How big was that possession, the two possessions in the first half where you guys forced timeouts out of the inbounds plays?
Well, they were out of timeouts, very deep. You know, it's a frustrating thing, and it comes from guys really focusing in. You know, the biggest question I got tonight from all the media, not you guys in particular, but the guys doing the game, was coming off such an emotional game, you think you'll be on top of it? And I said, without question, we will. That's been the MO of this basketball team the whole season. We haven't let down one time. We've lost, but we've brought it every game. And so that was a very good defensive performance.
Coach, you guys forced 21 turnovers today. How do you teach that as a coach, and what does that mean in March basketball?
Well, it all starts with, there's one common denominator in anything you do in terms of defense, and that's conditioning. It starts with you got to be in great shape to play the style that we play and we want. Second thing is you got to really have great focus. It was difficult on our guys as it was in mixed team with one-day preparation. It's not easy to take all those out-of-bounds plays and get 5-second counts with one-day preparation. That takes incredible focus. So it starts with conditioning, it goes to focus and knowing what the other team's going to do, not only from a personnel standpoint, but also from a scouting standpoint of what plays they're going to run. And I thought our guys were brilliant at that, both in man and zone tonight, although we played 80% man.
Very pleased with the way Peyton came back from the game he had.
Yeah, like I told Peyton, I said, Peyton, you're one of the, I always say that you and Billy Donovan are the two best human beings that I've ever coached in my life. And I said, Billy the Kid couldn't play well against Syracuse. He just 6 times he just had a bad game. I said, so you're not only alike with him as a person, but you're alike with him in the fact that you can't play against Syracuse. So, I knew he'd come back. It just bothers, certain teams bother certain players, and I knew he'd come back in a big way.
Is he the type of guy, does he get down on himself like that?
I think, and I say this in an endearing way, we all probably wish this. We all wish that we could have his spirituality, because he everything good or bad, to him, it's in the Lord's hands. So he can't get down because it's in the Lord's hands in his mind. And it'd be great if everybody can think that way. He's taught me so much about spirituality and the way I watched him. Inner city kid, a lot of difficulties in his life, never gets down. In this culture today, when you're having a game like that and the coach doesn't go with the captain in the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game, there's not one person who would have been the biggest cheerleader but him. He's a very, very unique young man. We don't find that in our culture today. So I've been, a lot of people always use the term, boy, I'm really blessed, I'm really blessed, I'm really blessed. And I think we all are. Anybody who has a family is blessed, but I am blessed as a coach to have spent 4 years with that young man, because he never gets down. And it's great. It's just a great thing. It's a great lesson for all of us.
Coach Peyton's so good when he gets in the lane, and it seemed like in the first half especially that he was really getting after it. Was that what the defense was giving him, or was that coach?
They were taking away and denying, and then they were trapping a lot of the situations. So we just had to change the angle of our screens. They would trap any side screen, did a very good job with that. But he's so fast. I mean, really fast. He's got a gear that is unbelievable. I thought Kevin gave us a nice lift there, but defense wins games. I think we all were really worried at the beginning of the year that we weren't going to be a 3-point shooting team. and all of us, and I learned the most valuable lesson in my too long coaching years is that as long as you stop it, you don't have to worry about being a great three-point shooting team, as long as you stop it. And the second half tonight, we did a good job of stopping it.
With the 300-win milestone, does having it with this team at this stage of their development make it even more enjoyable?
I was on a radio show today, and you guys said, how do you guys take the ups and downs of March Madness? You could have a great year and then get knocked out. And I was using the analogy, it happened to us with Preston Knowles. We looked like we were in control of the game. We broke his foot, and it's over. I think you never know when. The greatest thing about college basketball, if you have no feel of when you're going to make that run. Only one time in my life that I feel we could get there and win it all. Only one time. The other times, you just never know. You just prepare for the next game. And that's the great thing about this game. So, for me, even when we lost in the round, I said, hey, it's a great year. Preston broke his foot. We had a great year. Now, the fans won't think that way. But myself as a coach, if your players reach their potential, that's all you can ask for, if they reach their potential. And these guys are reaching their potential. Fun group to coach. Gorky Zhang will probably come out for senior night with Notre Dame. I'm encouraging him to come out. If he's a first-round draft choice, he will. He will not get an agent, but he will come out. He's more than given us everything we asked for, and it's in his best interest to come out, and I think he's ready. I think somebody's going to get a very, very lucky basketball player with tremendous growth. So he's been great for us, and I've enjoyed him coaching so much. It's going to be a very difficult senior night. I've had some difficult ones. This may be the most difficult.
Just one regular season game to go, and then the first. Where is your team at compared to where you hoped it would be?
I think where I hoped. I think it's from the beginning. I knew our weakness. I think we're improving fundamentally. And the good thing about it, Rick, is that you get a Shane Bohannon tonight who doesn't play real well, doesn't have a rebound. We still play great. I think the defense is there that certain guys don't have to have great games to play well. And tonight it was Peyton, the other night it was somebody else. And so all the parts are coming together, and it's what you hope. So I like our basketball team right now. It doesn't mean we're going to a Final Four or we're going to go far. No one knows. It's all about matchups sometimes. But I'll tell you what I really like is last year we had to rely on confusing people in the zone. This year we got multiple defenses we can go to and change at different times of the game. And anytime you have multiple defenses, it helps against any opponent.
Coach, it seems that Kevin Ware's confidence has skyrocketed. How important is he heading into March?
He's very important because you saw with Peyton Siva, but you watched when we had Montrez, Stephen Van Treese, Kevin in the game, we didn't lose a step.
Exactly.
And, Stephen's a really valuable, he's the best rebounder we have on the team, per minute play without question, best rebounder we have on our basketball team. And we're developing more and more confidence in him. And it gives Gorky, I think Gorky has stayed strong. I made a mistake a while ago. We talked about it. I was playing him too many minutes, and now I think he has fresh legs.
Anything else, Coach?
Thank you.